From the real reason Woody is so rare to proof that Sid might be the actual hero of the franchise, today we're breaking down 10 Toy Story secrets that most people never caught. But first, if Woody is your favorite toy, drop a cowboy hat emoji. And if you want more Pixar secrets, hit that subscribe button right now. Number 1. Nobody can explain why the toys freeze, not even Pixar. Here's a question that sounds simple until you actually think about it. Why do the toys freeze around humans? We've seen it happen over and over. But the weird part is, it doesn't follow any consistent logic. When Buzz first shows up in Toy Story 1, he freezes when Andy walks in. But Buzz didn't know he was a toy yet. How did he know the rule? The same thing happened with Forky in Toy Story 4. Brand new to existence, no one told him anything, and he still froze on instinct. And we know the toys aren't forced to freeze, because in the first film, Sid's toys moved freely around him, so the rule clearly has exceptions. Woody even acknowledges it directly. When the toys confront Sid, he says they're going to have to break a few rules. So the rules exist, but where did they come from? Who made them? Here's the wild part. The Toy Story creators have actually been asked this question and openly admitted they never addressed it in the movies because they couldn't come up with a convincing answer. They left it to the fans, so drop your theory in the comments. What do you think? Number 2, Toy Story 1 is packed with hidden details most people walked past. Once you know where to look, the first Toy Story movie is basically a treasure hunt. The carpet in Sid's house is not random. It has the exact same pattern as the Overlook Hotel carpet from The Shining, a horror reference hiding in a kid's movie. The book titles on Andy's shelf are the names of previous Pixar short films: Tin Toy, Knick Knack, Red's Dream. Almost every human in the film has the same face. Pixar didn't have the budget to render unique character models yet, so they reused the same design across the background characters. Every kid at Andy's birthday party is basically Andy. The license plates on every car show 113, the famous Pixar room number, used as a studio in-joke across multiple films. When Woody is trapped under the crate, the giant toolbox on top of it says Binford Tools, the fictional company from Tim Allen's show Home Improvement. Tim Allen voices Buzz Lightyear. It's a hidden wink at the cast. There's a hidden Mickey on the wall clock in the background of Woody's conversation scene. And the Pixar ball, the Luxo Junior ball, is sitting in Andy's room. It's been in almost every Pixar film since the beginning. It's basically the company's signature. Number 3, Woody was never just Andy's toy. He was a family secret. Ever wonder why a toy collector was willing to pay a fortune for a single Woody doll? Woody is from the 1950s Woody's Roundup collection, which means he's decades older than Andy. That raises an obvious question the movies never directly answer. Who owned him first? The clues are there. Andy's mom gives Woody his hat in a flashback. She didn't buy him new, she passed him down. Most fans believe Woody originally belonged to Andy's father, who either died or left the family. That changes everything about Woody's character. He wasn't just Andy's favorite toy. He was a family heirloom carrying the memory of a man Andy never really knew. That's why Woody is so fiercely loyal, so protective, so terrified of being replaced or left behind. He already lost one owner before Andy was old enough to remember, and it explains why Andy's mom kept that toy for years without throwing it away. He wasn't just plastic and fabric. He was the last piece of someone she lost. Pixar never confirmed this, but if it's true, Woody's entire emotional arc hits completely differently. Number 4, Sid didn't become a villain. He became a hero. In Toy Story 1, Sid is the kid who destroys toys for fun until Woody and the gang terrify him by revealing they're alive. Everyone assumes that's where his story ends. It isn't. In Toy Story 3, when Andy's toys get thrown out with the trash, the garbage man picking them up is wearing the exact same skull t-shirt Sid had as a kid. Same shirt, same person. Sid grew up to work at the dump. Later in that same film, when the toys are seconds from being incinerated, the Pizza Planet aliens suddenly gain control of the giant claw and save everyone, even though they clearly couldn't reach it alone. Someone put them in position to do that. The only person at that dump who knows toys are alive is Sid. Maybe he didn't end up at the dump because he failed at life. Maybe he chose it. The kid who used to destroy toys, now spending his days quietly rescuing the ones nobody wanted anymore. The former villain was the hero of Toy Story 3, and almost nobody noticed. Number 5, Toy Story. 5 is going to be the most devastating one yet. Toy Story 3 almost broke an entire generation. Toy Story 5 might finish the job. One of the voice actors already said, "Bring your tissues." And the film carries a PG rating, the highest in the franchise's history. Here's what we know. Just like Toy Story 4 was Woody's film, Toy Story 5 is Jessie's, and it goes back to where her pain started. Jessie goes back to Emily's house, but Emily is grown now. A girl named Blaze lives there instead. Blaze was raised on a ranch. She loves horses. She still plays with toys, and based on early details, Jessie may choose to stay with Blaze permanently, walking away from Buzz and the group the same way Woody did in the last film. Jessie has spent the entire franchise haunted by being abandoned. Now, the movie will ask whether she's willing to let herself be loved again, even if it means leaving everyone she knows behind. If that ending lands the way it sounds like it will, this one might hurt more than all the others combined. Number 6. Andy's mom might be the most important character in the franchise. There's a theory hiding in Toy Story 2 that completely reframes the entire series, and it's built on one very specific costume detail. In Jessie's backstory, we see her original owner Emily, a kid who loved her, then grew up and left her behind. The movie never tells us what happened to Emily after that. Now go back to Toy Story 1. Andy has a cowboy hat, but it's not Woody's hat. It's red with white stitching, the exact same style as the hat Emily wore in Jessie's flashback. A detail too specific to be random, and Andy's mom has no name, no backstory, no childhood we're shown. But she clearly understands what it means for a toy to matter that much to someone. What if Emily didn't just disappear from the story? What if she grew up, had a son, and passed down the toys she couldn't bear to throw away? In the flashback, Emily has roller skates under her bed and posters of a band called Lemurs on the wall. In the yard sale scene in Toy Story 2, look closely, Andy's mom is selling the same roller skates and a cassette tape from that same band. Pixar never confirmed it, but the evidence is sitting right there in the background, 2 movies apart, waiting to be found. Number 7, Toy Story. One has Easter eggs hidden inside Easter eggs. Once you start looking for hidden details in Toy Story, you can't stop. Every kid at Andy's birthday party has the same face because Pixar reused Andy's character model to save on rendering costs. It was the first fully CGI feature film ever made. Creating unique human faces was genuinely expensive. When Andy and his mom drive past the Dino gas station on the way to Pizza Planet, that same gas station company later became a staple of the Cars franchise. Connected universes, hiding in a background sign. While Molly looks in the mirror during the car scene, you can actually hear Hakuna Matata from The Lion King. At Pizza Planet, the rocket launcher's countdown lines up precisely with the moment Woody lights Buzz's rocket fuse at the end of the film, a throwaway background detail synced to the movie's climax. And when Woody is sitting on the bed talking to Slinky, there's a drawing of Woody on the wall right behind them. Andy drew his own toy. It's right there in the shot and almost no one ever notices it. Number 8. Toy Story 5 is officially a Jessie movie. Here's what that means. Pixar confirmed it. According to Entertainment Weekly's detailed breakdown, after the opening sequence, which has a lot of Buzz energy, Toy Story 5 operates mainly as a Jessie film. Woody is back, but he's the backup. Buzz is the backup. Jessie is the new sheriff. She's the one leading, the one making decisions, the one the story follows. After 4 movies of being a supporting character haunted by her past, Jessie finally gets to be the center, and the setup sounds genuinely exciting. She's calling in Woody for backup, which means their dynamic completely flips from every film that came before. The toy who was always following is now the one being followed. Are you excited for Toy Story 5? Because this one might be worth the wait. Number 9. Pixar might be preparing us for Woody's death. Look closely at Woody in the Toy Story 5 trailers. Really look. His paint is fading. His fabric looks worn. And for the first time in the franchise, he has a bald spot on the back of his head. Pixar addressed it directly. They said Woody has been played with to excess, that he's physically wearing down over time. Now think about the arc of the whole franchise. Toy Story 2 was about being replaced. Toy Story 3 was about accepting the end. Toy Story 4 was about losing your purpose. Each film went darker. What if Toy Story 5 goes all the way? This is the first time in franchise history that Pixar has shown Woody deteriorating, not damaged from an adventure, actually aging, actually breaking down. And if the whole film is framed around what it means for a toy to reach the end of its life, then the worn paint and the bald spot aren't just visual details, they're a warning. Number 10, the final Toy Story 5 trailer just changed everything. The final trailer for Toy Story 5 is here, and it's a lot to process. We see Woody for the first time with a noticeably rounder shape, and the new toy lily pad immediately calls him Stuff-a-Low-Bill, which is brutal, but also kind of perfect. Jessie and Lilypad go head to head, then Buzz and Woody join in, and all 3 of them get completely overpowered. The old guard is struggling against something new, and they can't match it alone. There's a scene where the toys quietly wonder if they're going to be donated. After everything they've survived, that moment still lands hard. And here's the detail that reframes the whole conflict. Bonnie doesn't just like Lilypad as a toy, she likes Lilypad because Lilypad helps her fit in with the neighborhood kids. That's not about a toy being fun. That's about belonging. That changes what Lilypad represents and why the old toys can't simply win by being good enough. Toy Story 5 looks like it's building towards something bigger than any entry in the franchise so far. What did you think of that final trailer? And that's it. 10 Toy Story secrets from across the entire franchise. Which one got you the most? The Sid theory, Emily being Andy's mom, or what's coming in Toy Story 5? Drop it in the comments. Hit like if you want more, and subscribe because